Welcome back to Dead Good Book Reviews. I'm Judith and you're watching another video here on the channel. Today we are doing the mid-year check-in tag. It goes by many names. I am using the questions that Angela used most recently because her video was the one I'd seen most recently. I can't remember exactly when this is going up, so for context, I'm filming this on the 5th of July. I think this is going up in late July, just in case I read any other amazing books between then and now. If the answers might change, that's how it is, but we're in the middle of the year. How exciting, how thrilling, how wonderful. I think normally I film this slightly earlier in the year. We are slightly over the halfway point. It's probably fine. And yeah, we're going to go through the prompts. I've not written any notes for these, so expect Editing Judith to edit out a lot of dead air of me thinking very hard about these things. Luna's behind the camera. She's going to have a great time as well. Let's chat through some books. It's been so long since I filmed a tag, I've basically forgotten how to do them. The first question is one that we all read, and it is your best book that you've read so far in 2022. I actually have an answer for this, because I've been doing a lot of rereading and I don't count rereads in my rating of things. Mine is Nettle and Bone by T. Kingfisher. I do have a review video up for this on the channel, so if you would like to hear my full thoughts on that, do check it out. I will try and link it below or somewhere if I remember. This is just a fantastic, dark, fairy tale inspired book with great characters, great found family. If you're Angela, it has great romance. If you're me, I could take or leave it, but apparently I need to explain that the romance is good and Angela told me to tell you. I'm just saying. But yes, this basically ticks every single box. I loved it so much. It has a dog in it, it has bones in it, it has fantasy quests and found family and all of that goodness. Yes, I loved it. It was great. I think part of my problem with this is I've forgotten completely every single book that I've read and when I read it. Like, time has become a blur, because the next one is best sequel you've read so far in 2022. And I might need to go and have a gander at what books I read early in the year, because I read some really good sequels then. Oh, I know what I'm going to say. Discord of Gods is my favourite sequel, but in that we are counting the whole of the Chorus of Dragons as an experience, but this sequel ending to a series, however we want to word it, this is my favourite. It just was so satisfying to get to the end of a series. This is a fantastic epic fantasy. I talk about it all the time. It's really great. Interesting narrative structure. Just so good. So good. I have a review video up for this whole series as well if you want to check that out. Third question. New release you haven't read yet, but want to. I don't think I have any on my shelves that I haven't got to yet that I'm, like, egging to go to since I finished In the Serpent's Wake. Because are we counting things that haven't come out yet? Or that I have access to but they haven't come out yet? Maybe. Because I have a copy of The Daughter of Dr. Moreau by Sylvia Moreno Garcia, but it isn't technically out until later in the month? 19th. Well, by the time this goes up, that will be out then. Yes, that's fine. Let's go with that. Daughter of Dr. Moreau. I'm very excited for this. I'm still hoping that it's going to lean Mexican Gothic ways, because I loved that book. Most anticipated release for the second half of the year, I have two, breaking the rules. Unraveller by Frances Hardinge, because I love all of her works. So good, very excited to read that. And Babel by R.F. Kuang. I have a feeling they're going to be quite different books, but I am excited for both of them. I do not have a review copy for Babel, alas, so I shall have to wait until it actually comes out, but I'm really excited to get to it when it does. The next question is biggest disappointment. I think the book that I liked the least, is that the same as disappointment? Because the book I liked the least was Carnival of Ash. I should have DNF'd it. It wasn't a good time. There's a copy in my local Waterstones, and when I see it, I get annoyed at it. Does that count as disappointing? Because I wasn't expecting it to be amazing, it just annoyed me. Oh, I'm going to go with actually The Atlas 6 was a disappointment to me. That's another book that really annoyed me. And I think that was one of those ones where I knew in my heart of hearts going in that the hype could not be real and that it was going to slightly annoy me. And then, yeah, it really did. And it got so much hype in so many special editions. That was a disappointment to me. Biggest surprise. This one actually, I wasn't expecting to love this series as much as I did, and that is the 9 Realms series. There's Cerulean Queen kind of books. Queen in Hiding is the first one, actually. I reviewed this for Overbooked earlier in the year, and I read all 4 of them back to back, and I just had such a good time sinking into that series. It's not the most amazing thing that's ever been written. It's not world-changing, it's not life-changing, but I had a really good time with it, and I was expecting to feel like it was such a slog, and actually I really fell in love with the characters, and I hadn't binge-read a series like that in a very long time, and I had a blast. Favourite new author, debut or new to you? Ooh, that's a hard one. I'm going to go with Sam J. Miller, actually. I've only read one of his books, and it was a short story collection, Boys, Beasts and Men. But it's been a very long time since I've read a book by a man that I've really enjoyed. And it was just a really beautiful collection, and I'd be really interested to seek out more of Sam J. Miller's work if it gelled with what I was interested in. I think Sam J. Miller's going to count as that one. There's been a few, but that's the one that popped out at me first. Newest fictional crush. As you will know, I've talked about this in previous videos. I don't get these. It's not a thing that happens to me. But I will say that I am deeply in love with all of A.D. Hart's characters. And as you will know, I know A.D. Hart personally, but just if you want somebody who's writing the cozy fantasy heroines and heroes that you've always wanted and you just want to love forever, I will link her Twitter down below because you can download some of their stories for free. So good, so good. I'm always willing to promo a friend, not paying me to talk about it, but I do know her personally. A.D. Hart's characters are lovable. Newest favourite character? No, I can never remember any characters from anything. I'm going to cheat and use a book twice and say it's Bone Dog from Nettle and Bone. There you go. My favourite character is a dog. Let's not talk too much about it. Question 10 is book that made you cry. A lot of books this year have made me cry. The one that really stuck with me is The Sword of Kaigen because I just wasn't expecting it. I wasn't expecting to be made to feel all of the feelings that I felt, and I felt all of them quite intensely. I was just weeping openly in the fields near my house while walking the dog. That's how it was. This is such a good book. I think it just really writes the injustice of the situation really well, and that's something that always gets to me. If something's not fair, I will cry. I'm a younger sibling. It's how it works. Book that made you happy? Can I use A.D. Hart again? I'm actually going to do a series, and it's the Wild Investigation Stories by Laura Lasco. I just found this whole series to be really enjoyable, really readable. They are murder mysteries, which is one of my favourite things, paranormal murder mysteries, which I haven't read a lot of, so it felt fresh and new, and it was just a really enjoyable reading experience. And I know that the 4th one? Yes? Is out very soon, and I'm very excited for that. Your favourite book to film adaptation you saw this year? I haven't seen many of them. We have just started First Kill, and it is cheesy vampire goodness, but I'm aware of some of the issues with it. Oh, Heartstopper. Oh, doy. Oh, obviously. Favourite video you have done so far this year? I'm trying to think. I've really enjoyed doing the sewing videos. They've been a horror to film as I've not actually made a project in any of them yet, but I've enjoyed making them. And I think I'm still just stuck on I'm really enjoying Overbooked at the moment. You will see a lot of videos of me in this t-shirt because today I'm just powering through a whole bunch of Overbooked videos and having a great time. And it's just a fun series to make, and I really like getting a chance to revisit all the books on my bookshelves and read some ones I haven't read in ages and finally get to do some rereads I hadn't ever had a chance to do, and it's just been really rewarding as an experience. And while I know it's going to be annoying when I eventually do get to the end and have to go back to the beginning again because I've got chunks that I've missed out, I think it's still going to be a great experience to have done and be able to look back on every single book that I've owned and see what I thought about them in the past. Question 14 is most beautiful book you've bought so far this year or received. And that's hard to say because I haven't actually bought a huge number of books in 2022. Was this year? No, this was 2021. I really enjoyed this book, but the cover is just stunning. Something about it. Green is my favourite colour. I'm that variety of person. And I saw it online and I really loved the cover, and then I saw it in the bookshop and it had just this nice foil on it, and it's just very beautiful to me. I really like the art style. I thought it was cute. This is my favourite cover of the year so far, I think. But the stenciled edges on Gallant, if I can cover my own face enough that it will focus on them, the stenciled edges on Gallant are pretty cool as well. Question 15 is, which books do you need to read by the end of the year? And I did a TBR check-in a couple of months ago and I said I wanted to read every book that was on my TBR at that point by the end of the year, so that still stands. I'm still working my way through that. I'm not getting as many new reads in as I would like to, but I have been slowly knocking books off that list, which is really, really satisfying. I have a few different projects going on. I want to keep going with Animorphs until the end of the year. That's just a constant in my life, but next year hopefully we will be done. I also have a Brandon Sanderson project I want to get started on because I'd really like to start fresh with those and read those. That is kicking off in September. And I think those are my big things that I want to finish. I'd really love to do another spooky Halloween October-y TBR, but I don't think it's going to happen. I'm going to do my best. Basically, it all depends whether I get any reading done in August or not. I'm not going to tag people in this because I don't typically feel the need or desire to do so, and it just ends up feeling awkward if people don't manage to do it because they're busy and, it's a mess. But if you would like to consider yourself tagged in this tag, please do it. I would love to hear, and link me to it because I'm interested and I would love to hear your thoughts. I'll have all the questions linked below and everything, so you can just easily pick them up and plonk them wherever you'd like, or you can just answer any of the questions down in the comments below if you are interested. While you're commenting, if you haven't already, please do subscribe. It makes me feel loved and appreciated, and it'll motivate me through to the end of the year. I'd like to thank my patrons who make videos like this possible and support the channel. If you would like to join their number, that's linked below, as is my Discord and my Twitter if you would like to have chill chats about books. those are the places you can do that. Thank you so much for watching. That's all from me, and I will see you in the next one. Will it be less chaotic? Probably not.
There's gonna be some bloopers now.
That's very hard. What have I read this year? This is so difficult.